Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Just make your voice louder, okay? Because I'm not able to hear you loud and clear, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so welcome to my class, and my name is Teacher Miles, okay? And just feel free to ask me any questions whenever you have to ask your questions, okay?
Okay.
So, what would be our topic for today?
Uh, Senior articles.
Mm-hmm. Senior articles, okay? Let me just load that up. Senior articles. Which one? What title?
Mm,
Which one would you like to discuss today?
about the science and technology. Can you
Science and
choose the
techno.
topic? Yes.
Okay. So science and technology. Where is that? There you go. And which one? Porsche. Is it the first
Yes.
article? Okay. Porsche. Okay. Or Porsche. Okay. Okay. Let me just load us up. Okay. There you go. Can you see the article?
Yes.
Okay. Lovely. Okay. So, I don't know how you do it with your teacher, but I usually have my student read the article for a couple of minutes, and after that, I'll be asking questions. Okay?
Okay.
So please read. Okay? I want you to read the article loud and clear, and I want you to enunciate all the words clear. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So please start whenever you're ready, Jesse.
March 4, 2018.
Mhm.
You might have to cross another item of the list of things you never thought Porsche would do.
Mhm.
Automobile Uche has claimed that Porsche is developing passenger drones and is close to showing off its first design sketch.
Mhm.
While there is clearly not much to show at this point, you'd
Mhm.
have some control over the machine, but wouldn't need a pilot's license. Like other
Mhm.
in-progress drones, a large chunk of the flight control would be automated. While it's not clear that Porsche is ready to confirm the details, it's clearly open to the idea. Company sales lead Detective von Platon noted that it takes him at least half an hour just to drive from Porsche's plant in Zuffenhausen to the airport in Stuttgart, but just 3.5 minutes with an aircraft. It may seem odd for Porsche to not only venture into flying vehicles, but hands-off vehicles. Isn't that anathema to enthusiasts used to taking the wheel? However, it's likely feeling pleasure to do something in the passenger drone space. Its rival, Daimler, is backing Volocopter's drone, while Volvo parent Geely recently bought Terrafugia. Even Porsche owner Volkswagen has dipped its toes into the waters. Its Ital design wing partnered with Airbus on the pop-up flying car carpet concept. If
Mhm.
Porsche doesn't explore passenger drones, there's a possibility that it could miss out as the transportation world shifts away from human-piloted cars and toward autonomous vehicles of all kinds.
Okay, very good. Well done for that. Okay, so let's just pick some of your pronunciation, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So you are you are having difficulty with your R and L. Okay. So yeah. So control, right? So
Control.
let's check. Okay. Say control.
Control.
Okay. Yeah. You can read the words individually, but when you read them in a sentence, that is the most difficult part. Okay. So flight control. Okay. Next one. You were saying at least, right? At least. Okay.
At least.
At least, okay? So we don't say least, at least, because this is long E, least, okay? At least, okay?
At
This
least.
one is list, at least, right?
At least.
This one is least, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
At
okay.
least.
Good. So, very good. You got what I mean. And your F and P, for, okay?
For.
Yeah, a while ago you were saying pour, right? Portia. So for, okay?
For.
You have to be aware, okay?
Okay.
And then feeling pressure.
Feeling pressure.
Okay. It's not pleasure, it's a pressure, okay? Some say pressure, right? But it's okay when you say pressure, okay?
Pressure.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one you were saying a while ago as rival. Rival.
Rival.
Rival.
Rival.
It's like array, but it's not, right? So say rival. Still you're pronouncing this as R, okay? Say rival.
Rival.
Say la 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 la.
La 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 la.
Rival.
Rival.
Very good. See, can you spot the difference, right?
Yes.
So a while ago you kept on saying rival, right? Rival.
Rival.
Okay. Very good. Alive, not arrive. Alive, right? Rival, okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. So keep on practicing this kind of words, okay? Rival, individual, okay? So the R and L keep. Very good. That war. Individual,
yes.
Okay? And then sometimes most of the Korean students say word. Say world, okay? So those are the things you have to practice on word versus word, right, left, light, right? Right
yes.
versus light, okay? So keep on practicing with the R and L sound, okay? Enthusiast.
Enthusiast.
Okay. So like for example, risk, right? So when we say risk, singular, for the plural form, risks.
Risks.
Okay. Enthusiasts.
Enthusiast.
Very good. Lovely. Okay. Next one, drones.
Drones.
Drones. Okay, not drones. Drones. Okay.
Drones. Okay.
Yeah. This one, could, not could. Could.
Could.
Okay. Airbus.
Airbus.
Not L. Airbus. Airbus.
Airbus.
Very good. Okay, so practice this word so that whenever you have to read them again or you have to use them in your sentences, it's not hard for you to pronounce. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So before we start, are there any words or sentences that you are not able to understand?
Autonomous.
Any words? Autonomous. Okay. Autonomous.
Yes.
Autonomous. Okay. So
yes.
it says here autonomous is navigated and maneuvered by computer without the need of human control or intervention under the range of driving stations or situations and conditions. Okay, so autonomous, it can do by itself. Okay, so it means that it cannot be rolled over or it cannot be controlled by others, but it moves by itself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Anathema.
No more.
This one.
Hello. Are you still there? Oh. Anathema, okay? Anathema, something that is considered completely wrong or offensive. So the root word there would be offensive or wrong, okay? So anathema is something like taboo. Okay, if you know what the word taboo, taboo, right? Something which is not acceptable. Okay, so anathema
Okay.
is a sentence or a word rather, which means unacceptable. Okay,
Yes.
it's against the belief, or it's against the tradition, or it's against something which is right. Okay, so
Yes.
completely wrong. For example, um, same-sex marriage is anathema, right? It's not. It's completely wrong because we can just marry what, men and women, right? We
Yes.
cannot let man to man or women to women to get married. So that is
Ah.
anathema or a taboo or a complete
Okay.
wrong action, okay, or
Yes.
something which is offensive. Sometimes say offensive which is not pleasant, okay.
Yes.
Okay, anything else?
Uh, no, that's all.
Okay, good. So let's go to the question, okay. What is Porsche developing?
Uh, they are developing the drones.
Hmm. For
Mm,
for what?
for
Hmm? For what? Flying vehicles, right?
yes.
Okay. So how does it work?
uh, it's uh, it's only design sketch right now.
Mhm.
The vehicle will be flying.
Mhm. So how does it work? Hmm? How does it work?
How does it work?
Yeah. So what is the idea, or how will this drone or flying cars work?
I don't know.
Okay. So if you don't know, okay. So according to the article, right, it will drive by itself, right? So it
Yes.
will not be maneuvered by other people. There will be no pilot. Okay? It
Yes.
can just drive by itself. So you can just say, Porsche car, bring me to Seoul, right? So
Yes.
it will just go automatically to Seoul, right? So it will not be controlled by other people, okay?
Yes.
Okay. What will happen to Porsche if it doesn't explore passenger drones?
If it doesn't explore passenger
Hmm.
drone. Mm,
It's
oh,
on the
I don't
last
know.
part of. Are you sure? It's on the last sentence.
Ah, I find this.
Hmm.
If Porsche doesn't explore passenger drones, there are possibility that it could miss out as the transportation would shift
Hmm.
away from human-piloted cars.
Hmm. Okay. So if it's not right, if the Porsche doesn't explore passenger zones, there's a possibility that it could miss out the transportation world shifts. Okay. So away from human piloted cars. Okay. Good. So do you think Porsche can successfully develop its passenger drone? Why do you think so? Hmm.
Uh, yes, I think they can develop it successfully
Hmm.
because
Okay.
yeah,
Because.
because nowadays drone is common vehicle,
Hmm.
so I think there are many skills
Hmm.
for making drones.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
yes,
Okay. Continue.
that's all.
Okay. Good. What do you think, or What do you think are the advantages, or how about the disadvantages of this invention? Okay.
Advantage is the time.
Mhm.
In this article, it said
Mhm.
that they it takes usually it takes at least half an hour
Mhm.
to drive from
Mhm.
Porsche's plant to the airport in Stuttgart, but when using uh, using a passenger drones, it just takes 3.5 minutes.
Mhm. What else?
The another advantage is people do not have to drive a car
Mhm. Mhm.
because it's autonomous
Mhm.
vehicles.
Mhm. Mhm. What else? What
Uh,
else?
I can't find it anymore.
Okay. How about the disadvantages?
Disadvantages.
Mhm.
Uh, it's just sketch model, so I think Porsche has to invest more time and money for developing these vehicles.
Mhm. So what do you think about the jobs or about the people? What will be the disadvantage part of this for the people? So if
Ah,
it will be
yes,
successful, what will happen to the people?
yes, of course. If it's successful, the drivers, taxi drivers, and bus drivers will lose their jobs someday.
Again, can you say that?
The taxi drivers and bus drivers, they
Mhm.
will lose their job.
Okay, they will lose their job or they will be unemployed, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they will lose their job or yeah, they can. Okay, so we can say they will, but we're not so certain, right? So we can say they can. Okay, so given a chance, will you consider to have one? Why or why not?
I want to have one
Mhm.
because it seems convenient.
Mhm.
I don't have to drive.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm. What else?
And
Do you
I
think
want,
how
yes.
how is it with for example, right? There are a lot of drones, right? So if this is wait, I'm not good at drawing, so please understand. So if this is the city, right? And
Yes.
the drones are there, right? So do you think we can solve the problem for traffic? Do you think we have where can we park these cars? So
Where
these are the
can we
buildings.
park?
Yeah, where can we park these cars or where can we keep them?
Ah, there should be more parking lots.
Mhm. Where?
Maybe under the ground.
Mhm. Underground. Mhm. What else?
And I think that the electronic cars, they are uh, same thing. They are doing two
Mhm.
things at the same time, charging the battery
Mhm.
and parking together.
I see. So they can do two things at a time, right? Oh, I
Yes.
see. Very good. Okay. So, in your own opinion, how can we say that this will be safe for the people?
How can we say?
How can we say that these are safe or
Ah,
this will be safe? So how can you say that
safe.
having this
Hmm.
thing in the future will be safe for everybody, right?
Yes.
What if some they will be crashing from the sky, right? Or on the top, right? And the people are here, right? What if they will crash and bump to each other. What do you think will happen? What if uh, there will be a malfunction in the system? What do you think will happen? Do you think it's safe,
Ah,
or do you think this is ambitious?
yes, I think it's a little bit dangerous.
Hmm. Again, the yes.
I think it's not that safe.
Hmm. Oh, okay. So you think it's not that safe? Okay. How about for the economy of Korea? Do you think, right, that if this will, uh, if these drones will be in Korea, right? Do you think that um, everything will be faster in Korea? Um, Everything will work smoothly. Like for example, nobody will be late because there will be no traffic jam. Nobody will have to fight because of the of traffic or parking spaces. So,
Ah,
what do you think is the effect of this invention if it will be successful in Korea?
can you tell me the last question again?
Okay. What do you think will happen to the economy of Korea if you have this kind
Headphone.
of
Mm.
hmm?
Uh,
if you have this kind of things?
I think that uh, even if the machine invented, uh, it doesn't solve the traffic jam in Korea,
Mhm. Mhm.
and also it might cause the problem about parking lot, lack
Mhm.
of the parking lot,
Mhm.
because Korea is a really small. Um, However, there are many people living in the small area,
Mhm.
so we need more space
Mhm.
to park and more space to more road.
Mhm.
Although the flying vehicles came out,
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
still need some places to park.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes, right.
Yes,
We have to have big space, right?
yes.
I see. Okay. How do you think about how about in terms of the environment? Do you think this would be environment friendly?
Uh, no,
Why do you think so?
it's not environment friendly because we
Because
have to use uh, we have to use the fuel,
mhm.
the oils to run the vehicles.
Mhm.
So we will use more fuels to running that vehicles, and when it flies above the sky, it
Mhm.
might be confuse the ecosystem
Mhm.
between the birds.
Mhm.
Even in the road, when the car's
Mhm.
driving, there are suddenly
Mhm.
some animals came out and they are died.
And they will die.
Yes,
Mhm. I
so I think
see.
it's not that eco-friendly project.
Mhm. I see. Okay. So our time is almost up since we have already 25 minutes, but I would love to give your feedback, okay?
Okay,
So, yeah, I will be giving your feedback since I don't know if if we'll be meeting again, or if I want you to know how do I find your performance, okay? So, practice more on reading and comprehension. When we say reading and comprehension is understanding what you have read so that you can answer the comprehension questions. Okay,
okay,
comprehension questions comes from the article itself. You can find all the answers in the article. Okay,
yes,
so that is why we call it reading and comprehension. Okay. Secondly, I want you to be more confident about yourself. Okay, I can see that you're having some hesitation whenever you're talking. It's like, I don't want to have a mistake. Wait, right? Don't think about the mistake, okay? Mistakes are there to
yes,
learn, okay? For you to learn, okay? Mistakes are there to help you out, right? So, oh, today my sentence is wrong, and the wrong part of the sentence is this. So next time, I will not do this one so that I can make the sentence correct, right?
Yes.
So I always have, I always do this with my class. Miles, can you please give me 1 minute to think of my answer? I always give time, okay? So
Okay.
don't be afraid to ask for time to think of your answer. Teachers prefer to have their students think intellectually and to teachers want their student to construct their sentence better, okay? I don't
Yes.
want to have an answer that I don't know, okay? We want to have an answer from you because I know it. You know how to you know how to answer the question. You're just scared how to do the sentence, right? So
Yes.
don't think about the mistakes, okay? It's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to answer it because the teacher might laugh at me. No, right? We are here to guide
Okay.
you and to help you, okay?
Yes.
We maybe we will laugh at a certain point when we're having some jokes together, but in terms of having the class, we don't joke at our students because we want the student to learn, okay?
Yes.
So don't be afraid, okay? And I hope that I will have you again. Practice more on some of your pronunciation, as I told you a while ago, the R and the L sound, okay?
Ah, yes.
Yes, yeah. And if you will have me again, you will always have me like this. I always give my full detailed feedback face to face or during the class because I want the student to understand it rather than me writing all in your feedback box and you will not understand what I mean, right? So
Yes.
R and L, self-confidence, conviction. You have to be sure. How can you make sure that the people will believe you? You have to make sure that you have conviction. If you say, I love you, you're not certain, right? So I
Yes.
love you, right? So people will believe that you love them, right? And then thirdly, okay, construct more sentences, okay? Have a practice.
Okay.
And lastly, I want you to work more on analyzing your articles, okay?
Yes.
So I know you did not prepare for this. I can see it. It's okay if you will not prepare for your articles, right? But make sure that every time you read, something will stay here so that you can answer the questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I hope to have you again in my class, and I hope that you have learned some tips from me so that you will be improving with your English skills, okay?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again. Bye, Jessie.
Thank you.
Thank you.